Bitterroot Valley is world class in my opinion. My favorite place to climb near Missoula is Mill Creek Canyon. In that space, you're trying to constantly move and kind of fight this urge to like kind of freeze, right? And, it's scary. Wilderness-wise, Anchorage and Fairbanks, I think, are fairly comparable to the Missoula Valley. Effortless access to kind of taking a step away from the trappings of city life, and you can kind of go out and have this kind of really independent experience, and it's not hard to get to it.
I was born and raised in Portland. I did my undergrad in Portland. So I just felt like I'd never really left. I felt like I never really tried anything new. And so when I was looking at grad schools, I was looking to go somewhere that was not so far away it was scary, but far enough away that it felt like something different. The mountain with the M was very welcoming. Everything was blooming around the oval. It felt like home. I had a student that was coming to me every couple weeks, really smart, really good in her classes. She said that writing's not her strength, but what I did with her was talk about outline strategies. And she said that it completely changed the way that she writes papers and that she feels a lot more confident. It's really rewarding when people come back over and over again and to see that they're taking what they learn in the sessions and applying it to the next paper and continuing to learn and grow.
One of the things that feels tied to Wyoming for me is the grass. So one of my favorite places here in Missoula is in the Rattlesnake, just on the main hiking trail. After you go for a little while, it opens up into a field and you have larch trees on one side and big huge pines on the other, and just that sort of meadow is a really special place. I think of my primary role as a teacher to be a really important part of learning as a graduate student. I've always been interested in language and how it shapes our experience of the world. I placed the dog's tennis ball in my armpit. Let's call it accumulation. I love accumulation. A lot of creative writing programs especially get reputations of being super competitive. And here it's just felt super supportive. We all want each other to succeed. We're all super excited about each other's work and learning from one another. And I think that's really valuable.
Being born and raised in LA was overwhelming. You're just surrounded by concrete jungle spread out for miles and miles in every direction. You almost feel isolated in it. It's a very interesting way to grow up. When I was a ranger in the wilderness, I learned probably one of my most important philosophical lessons was that we make the world what it is. We make meaning. Graduate school is fascinating because you feel you have more freedom. You can choose your own topics. You feel more confident that you have the knowledge and power to make a difference. you feel more formed at that point, and there's a certain victory in that. You feel kind of hardened by everything you've learned, and now you get to apply it.
It's cool that because it's a college town, there's so much of the town caters to students. It's big enough that there's plenty to do, but it's not so big that it gets overwhelming or, hard to drive in.
As far as like a city goes, there's shows, like great music seems like every day of the week.
It's rare to find a place where it feels like a small town, yet there's a lot going on, and the academics feel rigorous. But when you're in Missoula, I do feel this sort of like nestled in, protected feeling.
Yeah, I'd say in a way, college is college, but where you go is so important because that determines what the people are going to be like.
And it is a great place to come to school, isn't
No,
it? I mean, who wouldn't want to come to school here?
No.
You gotta be crazy.
You gotta be crazy.
Yeah.
I know.